Robert Mundell, Nobel Prize-winning economist for his monetary theory, was Art's mentor. And so I asked Art to battle test this white paper. And he did. And at the end, he said to me, "This is what I've been waiting for almost 50 years, since we closed the gold window, 1971, here in the United States. This is a global, rules-based monetary system. And it's digital and decentralized. It's private, so no government oversight, no throat to choke either." I said, "Okay, Art, this is a very big idea then." And he said, "How big is it?" And he said, "Well, how big is the U.S. monetary base?" And at the time, it was $4.5 trillion. Today, it is $7.5 trillion. So right then and there, I knew we had something big. And we gained our first exposure to Bitcoin in 2015 when it was somewhere between $200 and $250. Today, it's $73,000. And we think the journey has just begun.
Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to Bitcoinzilla, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. Bitcoinzilla offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with Bitcoinzilla. Subscribe now. Cathie Wood discussed the recent launch of Bitcoin ETF and what's her prediction for the future of Bitcoin and more. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video.
We've gotten the regulatory green light of sorts. Not that we have Gary Gensler fully on board, but the SEC has given this ETF the green light. The second paper we did was Bitcoin, ringing the bell for a new asset class. That was 2016 in collaboration with Coinbase. Coinbase was doing its Series B funding round as we were doing that paper. And these are still up on our site if you'd like to. This is truly a new asset class. So not only is it a global monetary system, big idea, number one, but it's a new asset class. That's a very big idea. We haven't had a truly new asset class since the 1600s, equities. You know, you can call real estate and commodities and all of that, but this is a truly new asset class.
The crypto market appears to be in a whirlwind as Bitcoin continues to decline despite having tested $68,000, however. Investors remain ever so optimistic about the asset's future. On 22nd March, Anthony Pompliano, founder of Pomp Investments, spoke to Yahoo Finance during the inaugural Bitcoin Investor Day in NYC. The exec shared his insights on BTC's resilience, remarking, "Bitcoin obviously is one of the best performing assets. It's $1 trillion asset now, and it's infiltrated now into the traditional financial world." Pompliano highlighted that Bitcoin's simple nature has contributed significantly to its value. He explained that BTC allows investors to invest in an asset that isn't devalued while simultaneously increasing their purchasing power. This simplicity has made its way into Wall Street, where individuals and institutions see BTC as a viable investment option. But how does that reflect on the price front? The exec commented, "Now is it going to go up in the short term, medium term, long term? How much? When? All these different things come into how much do you want to allocate. How do you put it into a portfolio? Are you trading or are you just buying and holding? But really, at the end of the day, it's just ARK. If demand outstrips supply, the price is going to go up." He believes this economic principle supports the increasing interest in Bitcoin. This in turn leads to a bullish future that is against the backdrop of limited supply. Bitcoin's recent behavior has been nothing short of surprising. Ergo, the question, what is different about this halving? We violated a lot of the rules that people previously relied on in Bitcoin. We also had never hit an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving. So I think what it just means is like we're in uncharted territory. The exec pointed out that HO dealers will likely view this cycle optimistically, expecting further price surges. Yet there's also a degree of unpredictability that can lead to widely different outcomes.
Any advisor, asset allocator knows that if you have the opportunity to find a new asset class with low correlation to other asset classes in terms of returns, what will typically happen is if you put a slice of it in the portfolio, you will increase returns per unit of risk. So I think it's very important that advisors, asset allocators have a point of view on this. I mean, you may say you don't believe in this for whatever the reasons are that we won't be able to understand, but you have to take a point of view now because and we've done the paper on a new asset class and how many ways you can recognize it as a new asset class. So that's what I would say. I do want to make one comment. I've been chomping at the bit because we just learned this really today. There is something going on in the world that I think is going to highlight the importance of Bitcoin in another way. We're talking about the developed world here, but in the emerging market, something is going on today. It has been going on for the last few weeks in Nigeria. Actually, since last June, when they floated their currency, then the Naira has depreciated by 2/3. Now, can you imagine living in Nigeria, having all of your assets and your wages in Naira? You've just lost 2/3 of your purchasing power and 2/3 of your wealth if you have everything, right? We're very interested in the emerging markets and how Bitcoin is going to save purchasing power, save wealth. There is actually, we're invested in a company in our venture fund, Chipper Cash, that has given Nigerians access to crypto assets, which this is the only thing. And of course, they have appreciated dramatically as the Naira has been collapsing, much like Bitcoin did even here in this country last year during the regional bank crisis. When regional banks were imploding, Bitcoin went up from $20,000 to more than $40,000. It doubled. So I think we're getting glimpses of how important this new asset class is going to be to everyone, no matter because Bitcoin has no counterparty risk like our banks. You know, it's fully decentralized, completely transparent. So I think just speaking about it in this way, we can talk about Bitcoin as both a risk-on asset. You've heard a lot about that here, all of the exciting potential new opportunities. But it is also a risk-off asset, which, you know, the proof of concept for the U.S. was our regional bank crisis last year. The proof of concept for us when we first allocated to Bitcoin was in 2015. Was Greece was threatening to pull out of the EU. And so there was this fear that we were going back into the European sovereign debt crisis. And every time that flashed in the news, Bitcoin went up. So that was our first clue way back then. Wait a minute, could this be risk off as well as risk on? And I think Nigeria is truly proof of concept now.
Michael van de Poppe, a well-known cryptocurrency analyst, has shared his insights on Bitcoin's recent price movements. Van de Poppe believes that the recent downward trend in BTC may be linked to the upcoming halving event. The consolidation on Bitcoin continues. I don't think we'll see much spectacle coming from Bitcoin. If we do, it will need to break $70,300. He added that the current consolidation is a case of peaking pre-halving. Just like any other cycle, even though there is potential for Bitcoin to chart new all-time highs in the near future. The halving event, which occurs every 4 years, involves a reduction in Bitcoin's mining rewards. The next halving is expected to take place next month. Van de Poppe compared BTC's current price chart to that of the 2016 to 2017 cycle, suggesting that the current correction could be a prelude to a significant upward trend. Despite the recent correction, Van de Poppe remains bullish on Bitcoin, stating, "My main thesis is that we've seen the pre-halving hype and that we're going to have a long, massive bull market. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.